Hi, hello. The objective for today is to get into the reading log section of your notebook and start to log what we in the English department call golden lines. So you are going to need a couple of things. One is your digital notebook. Second thing is your choice reading book, whatever that is. You are also going to want to load up Canvas. Please do that now. You may also want sticky notes. That's up to you and your own style. I'll leave you to decide that. Let's go ahead and start in Canvas. And can you go ahead and navigate to modules and then this week's module, Monday async instructions and materials. And then I want you to load up the reading log prompts. That's what's going to tell you what to log. That'll find yourself to this choice reading, and then can you go ahead and navigate to slide 3? Let's take a look at it all together here. So this is kind of the long-term vision of what you're being asked to do. I want you to, as you read your choice book, you'll make about 2 to 3 entries in the reading log section of your notebook per week. The only exception to that being when we're really in the heart of our nonfiction reading unit. I'll be having you read other things, so I won't be requiring you to do these entries. But each week you'll be given 2 to 3 prompts to journal about. And the 2 to 3 is 2 is must do, and then 3 would put you in the should do or aspire to. You will turn these in at the end of the semester when everything's starting to wind down in June as a part of your digital notebook turn in. You will also pull a few entries for your final portfolio. I also want to offer you the option that if you are so computered out, you could also track your golden lines on a piece of paper in a notebook and then upload pictures. As long as what you're submitting is digital, that's fine. Please do let me know if you want to go with that option so we can calibrate on formatting, okay? So let's go ahead and talk briefly about what you're going to be expected to do. So slide 2 in this document, again, follow along with me here. It's kind of the table of contents, and it's going to overview for you the week, the different types of prompts you'll be logging, and then where to find those prompts, as well as this column here, which will tell you the total number of entries you should have according to the date. So we're living in this week right now, and you've got 2 prompts, AHA and writing style, with the option for an Aspire to prompt on word choice. And we can find all of those on slides 5 and 6. So let's navigate to them now. So here are the prompts, the 2 required ones. Now, where do we enter these? Answer your digital notebook. So please navigate to the reading log section. You can double click on the bookmark here, and then you should be greeted with this entry page that we filled out all together in synchronous class on Monday. And then you've got an example entry and then kind of the blank formatting here. So let's go ahead and fill in the things that we do know before we get into the prompt itself. The date, so maybe for you that's for 16, 20, 21, I don't know. The title of your book, your choice book. In this case, this is mine. And then the author, the page number of the quote. So I would just like to say, if you are listening to an audiobook, if you're just writing it out on paper, this might look like page 78. But if you're looking at an audiobook, you might actually be writing a timestamp instead, something that looks like 45:23, something that makes it easy for you to understand. Now, keyword of prompt, this line is dependent on these slides. That's why I want you to find them here. So our keyword here would be AHA. That's our first prompt. Now let's read through what it's asking us. An aha moment is just a moment that causes you to stop and think, right? Oh, maybe it's an insight into a character, maybe it's a connection to a current event, maybe it's something funny or interesting or something that you can relate to that reminds you of a person in your own life, of yourself, of a different text even, any of that would work. So there's an example here from the graphic novel The Best We Could Do, which, oh my gosh, I love, one of my absolute favorite books that I read last year. So what you're going to do is write out in the section in your reading log the quote word for word with quotation marks around it, and then record, of course, the page number or the timestamp. And then I want you in the brief explanation to do exactly that. Why did that cause you to pause and go, aha, I've learned this thing about this character or this person or about myself, any of that. So once you've got one entry, you're going to do the same thing in your second one, except, of course, that your keyword of your prompt is going to be different. Your second prompt is going to be writing style, and that's where all of those vocabulary notes that we took on Monday are really going to come into play. Do you notice a moment of active or passive language, or maybe even an example of hyperbole, an allusion, or parallelism? You could even go back to sentence types, and the example here gives you an example of sentence types forming a complex sentence. You're going to pick something out. What are you noticing for writing style? That's your second entry. And then should you choose to, if you're going for the aspire to, you can do a third entry. This one is words. Just like with any of the aspire tos, I just want to point out that it's not like, it's not a track that you like get on and then you're stuck on for forever. Maybe you have a little extra time this week so you can do that third prompt, but next week you're going to be swamped, so you're not. You can feel free to weave in and out of the aspire tos as much as you would like. If you want to get a little ahead, that table of contents will tell you like exactly what to do. So these are, of course, guided, like this week, do these ones, but if you want to front load it, I'm fine with that. Remember that I want you reading 2 to 4 or more books by the end of the school year, and you're keeping track of them on that front page here of your reading log, books I've read this course. And then, yeah, that's your entry. All right, have a fantastic async week of reading, my friends, and I will see you later.